Hi guys, how are you doing? My name is Sebastian from TechCentury and welcome to my review of this really nice piece of kit. This is one of the 2019 LG NanoCell TVs, and to be specific, this is the 55SM8600. Now I will divide this review in 7 parts and you'll find the timestamps in the first comment below. So to get started, I want to take a look at the design of this TV, and one of the things that stands out is the nano bezel design, which basically means that you have very small bezels all around, which I think just look fantastic. On top of that, we also have a 360-degree design, which means that the TV also looks great from the back. Now of course this doesn't really matter as much if this TV is right in front of a wall like it currently is. But if you want to use it, for example, as a divider in your apartment, then it's great to see that the TV just doesn't look crappy from the back. Instead, it's really nicely designed there as well. And last but certainly not least, when it comes to design, I'm a big fan of the integrated cable management that's integrated into the stand. So you can see right there that there are no wires visible. And for me, this is always great because I think this combined with the just really small bezels give this a sleek and very modern design, which I'm a big fan of. Next up, we'll get to smart cast features. What do I mean by that? Basically Apple AirPlay 2 and Google Cast, which is great to see that both are integrated here on this LG TV. Now, currently I'm actually streaming this video from my smartphone using Google Cast in the YouTube app, and of course this also works on Android devices, but I can now actually just pause the playback, just cancel Google Cast, and then we can see that it switches back to the Xbox One input, and then I can continue playing back this video here on my iPhone, but then swiping up, going to Apple AirPlay, and then this TV is already showing up in the list. I can just select it, and then this video will continue being played back on the TV. So this is of course also great for the upcoming Apple TV Plus streaming service. And overall, no matter if you're in the Apple or the Android ecosystem, this TV is certainly the right choice because it just supports everything. Moving on, we'll get to voice control, and there are actually 3 different kinds of voice control built into this TV. The first one being the LG voice control, which for example allows you to do the following: decrease display brightness.
The screen has become darker by 1 level.
So you can see it decreased the brightness from 100 to 90%. Then I can of course also use the slider to go, for example, to 38% or back to 100. I'm just really happy to see that this works this well here with the remote control and the built-in voice control by LG, because it's just way easier than going into the menus to, for example, change the display brightness. But we can also use Google Assistant using the same voice control button here on this remote control. So I could, for example, say, show me my pictures from Belgium. And then basically Google Assistant is activated here and goes through my Google Photos. So here it shows my Google Photos that I took from Belgium or in Belgium in the last year. And of course, you can also do more advanced things with Google Assistant. For example, the following: switch the TV lamps to green. And
changing 2 lights to green.
And there you have it. It changed the 2 lights behind the TV to green, which is pretty amazing that you can do this using your TV. And you can even make more conversational commands using a Google Assistant. How tall is Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan is 1.98 meters tall.
How old is he?
He's 56 years old.
How many NBA games did he play?
Here's what I've got for Michael Jordan, an all-time total of 1,072 games played.
So there you can see it always remembered that I was still asking questions about Michael Jordan and I never had to mention his name again, so that's pretty great to see as well. Now there's also Amazon Alexa built in, and if you want to enable this, you just have to press the Prime Video button a little bit longer. What's on my shopping list?
You have one item on your shopping list. LG soundbar.
So there you can see also that Amazon Alexa works very well. So no matter what voice assistant you're most comfortable with, you can use it here on this TV. Moving on to the ports, we'll have the star of the show, which are the 4 HDMI 2.0 ports, which is great to see because a lot of TVs only have 3. In addition to that, we have a headphone jack, an optical audio out, 3 USB ports for connecting, for example, a hard drive for recording TV, or also for just playing back your own media, an Ethernet port with Wi-Fi built in, a CI card slot, as well as a VESA mount. Now, of course, the most important part is the next aspect, and that's the picture quality. Now, of course, this is always difficult to judge if you're just seeing it on a video, but take my word for it, I've used this TV for roughly 6 weeks now, and in my opinion, this is the best picture quality that I've seen on an LCD TV so far. Now, of course, you could go even further by purchasing, for example, an LG OLED TV that gives you even better picture quality. But if you don't want that, then this NanoCell TV is absolutely amazing and I can just highly recommend it. And one of my favorite features is that you don't have any banding on here. So especially if you're watching sports, like us, we're watching a lot of soccer, then you don't have any vertical lines in your picture, no matter if you're at like 100% display brightness or 20. On top of that, we also have something that's called Nano Color by LG, and this basically is a technology that delivers very good color and color accuracy. And this is also great, for example, if you have some friends over, because no matter if they're, for example, here standing in the kitchen, they can always see what's on screen with minimal distortion, so the viewing angles are great as well. Of course, this TV then also supports 4K Cinema HDR with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound, which is perfect if you're watching Hollywood movies and something that I really enjoyed. And we also have this gallery mode that you can, for example, see when I stop here this playback of the Google Cast video. Then we go back to the HDMI 1 input where my Xbox is connected. But if it realizes that there is no input signal coming in, it actually shows some artwork, which I think looks absolutely fantastic and is much, much better than just having a black picture with this little notice that there's no input signal. And of course, you also have local dimming here on this TV, which increases the contrast in dark scenes. But this TV is not only great when you're watching movies, no matter if they're Hollywood movies or your own, but it's also fantastic if you want to play games, for example, from your Xbox or PlayStation. And I've used it with my Xbox One S that sits below the TV right here, and I play FIFA a lot, and especially low input lag is very important so that you get a great clear picture. And no matter how fast the ball is moving across the screen, I had no issues at all. And for gaming, this is probably one of the best LCD TVs that you can purchase. And on top of the very low latency, it also has a variable refresh rate, which is great to see as well. And it even detects gaming consoles by itself, so you don't have to change any settings. Once it recognizes an Xbox or PlayStation, it'll adjust all these settings accordingly. And last but certainly not least, I want to talk about the sound. And from my experience, these are one of the best built-in speakers that I've ever heard on a TV. And therefore, I basically got rid of my 5.1 surround system because I really like this clean aesthetic right here. And with these speakers that are built in, I'm more than happy and I don't need a dedicated sound system. So now we get to my verdict. And as you can probably tell, I'm very, very happy with this TV. And in fact, I even sold my 8-month-old Samsung TV for it because it just couldn't keep up with the smart features and the picture quality. And these are really the standout features for me. I really love that I can use Google Assistant for controlling my lights, and just to have this TV that supports basically everything. It has Google Assistant, it has regular voice control, it has Alexa, it has AirPlay too, it has Google Cast, it has great low input lag, and it just basically is everything I could wish for in an LCD TV. And the minimalistic and elegant design just fits perfectly into this environment here of my home. And on top of that, it also has amazing connectivity. Not only wirelessly, but of course also when it comes to the ports. So you could, for example, connect an Xbox, a PlayStation and a gaming PC, and you would still have one port left, for example, for an AV receiver. And on top of that, I just really like the webOS 4.5 interface. As you can see, it doesn't cover the entire display, so you can still play back your content and go to all the other apps that you have installed. And in fact, this is probably the only smart TV system that actually supports all of the apps that I want to use. So it has Netflix, it has Prime Video, it has DAZN, it has Sky. So everything, every service that I need is available for webOS, and I don't need an Xbox anymore to get all of these services. And this is just amazing to see. And on top of that, the remote is also great. Of course, you can just go through the menus using the click dial here on this remote, but you also can just shake it and then you basically have like a Wii style controller. That's great, especially if you're putting in email addresses or passwords. And it's also working over Bluetooth, so you can point it basically anywhere and it still works, so you don't even have to point it at the TV, as you can see right here. And this is a great feature, which is actually not even included on my high-end OLED TV from Philips. And this also wraps up my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm really happy with this TV. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any further questions that I didn't answer in this review, please let me know in the comments and I'll be down there to answer them. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to the channel for many more videos. See you next time.